How's it going, everyone? Welcome back into the channel. Happy Friday to everyone watching. The final injury report for Green Bay Packers versus Pittsburgh Steelers Week 10 just came out with all the injury designations for both the Packers and the Steelers. The Packers have a couple doubtful players and I think 4 questionable players, so a lot to dive into on this injury report ahead of this Week 10 matchup, which honestly, I'm still confident about. I'm still confident about the Green Bay Packers being able to win this game based on a very important Pittsburgh defender being ruled out of this game. I think if the Packers continue to run the ball with Aaron Jones and set that up early, they could go up early in this game. And the defense, even without a couple starters this game, I think could still hold off the Pittsburgh offense. Before we dive into the injury report, I want to remind you guys you have 5 more days to enter in this signed framed De'Vondre Campbell photo. Really cool photo. De'Vondre Campbell's having a good season since returning back from injury. So I'm giving this away. Thank you to Pristine Auction, a great source for everything signed sports memorabilia. As we see here, there's a ton of signed jerseys, footballs, pictures, mini helmets, full-size helmets, and this is every single day. And a lot of these items have no reserve. So you actually can get a really good deal on some of these if you put in some bids and walk away with an awesome item. As we see here, a Jordan Love signed full-size authentic on-field lunar eclipse helmet is only at $136 with 5 hours remaining and no reserve. So the way you enter in this giveaway for the signed De'Vondre Campbell photo and all future giveaways is head to pristineauction.com or go click the link down in the description and register on their website using my registration code BAS, B-A-S. Doing so will enter you in the giveaway, but also give you $10 off your first order. So if you get a really good deal on an item, you'll get an additional $10 off by just signing up with my code. All right, without further ado, let's bring up the Green Bay Packers injury report. And the main one here at the top is Jaire Alexander and the fact that he is doubtful to play in this game. Kind of surprised the Packers honestly didn't put out for Jaire. I mean, he didn't practice all week with the shoulder injury. Jaire just going through a really rough season in terms of injuries, and I know I'm going to get some comments that Jaire is made out of glass, and, you know, as of recent, he has been injured a lot, but it is a shame. It seemed like last week Jaire finally got back to his normal self, got over the back injury, had a really good game against, you know, Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua, and now he's out again with a shoulder injury, or doubtful. But again, it's doubtful that he plays in this game. At this point, he's pretty much out in my mind. He's not going to be playing in this game. So it looks like it's going to be Corey Ballentine taking over for Jaire Alexander, which I don't think that's something I ever thought I would have to say. But now it looks like it'll be Carrington Valentine and Corey Ballentine at cornerbacks, with Keyshawn Nixon in the slot and maybe mixing in a little bit of Robert Rochelle. Next, we see Kenny Clark, who is limited all week with his shoulder injury that he suffered in the Rams game. He practiced all week and he is questionable for this game. I have high hopes for Kenny Clark playing in this game, but obviously, you know, if a player is injured all week, they're going to list him as questionable anyways. There's no more probable injury designation. Same goes for Rudy Ford here. Although he missed the Rams game, just like Kenny Clark, he practiced all week in limited fashion, but he practiced all week. He is listed as questionable. I think both of these players, Kenny Clark and Rudy Ford, 2 starters on this defense, do play in this game, which is going to be big for this Packers defense. Then we see Elton Jenkins and Aaron Jones, who were limited all week, but have no injury designation. So it finally seems like Aaron Jones is over that hump and is 100%. And maybe we'll even see him off the injury report next week or the week after that, where we, you know, kind of have that hamstring in the rear view mirror, which is awesome. I hope we can get 100% Aaron Jones for the rest of the season. That'll help this offense out a lot, giving this guy the touches he deserves. Just like last week, I think he had 26 total touches. That needs to happen again against the Steelers. Then we see Josh Myers, who was added to the injury report yesterday with a knee injury, was limited yesterday, limited again today. He is also questionable. This one's a little bit tricky because his injury popped up on Thursday, so definitely a chance that Josh Myers might not be able to go in this game. And my next question would be, what are they going to do at center? Are they going to push Jon Runyan in at center and then bring in Sean Rhyan at right guard, or simply bring Sean Rhyan in at center? My guess would be the former. I don't think they're going to put Zach Tom at center just because, you know, we're going against Highsmith and TJ Watt, and I think we need Zach Tom out on the edge. I honestly think they'd put Runyan, who is also questionable, so that's another thing. I think they'd put Runyan in at center. He has some snaps at center, and then bring Sean Rhyan in at right guard like we saw last week. Next, we see Yosh Nijman, who is questionable, limited yesterday, limited today. He mentioned himself it's not a big injury, it's day-to-day. So although he's questionable, I see Yosh Nijman playing, but it doesn't look good to see 3 questionable starting offensive linemen on your injury report, that's for sure. Although Runyan and Myers are weak points of the O-line, still not good to see. And as I was saying, Runyan on the list, limited yesterday, limited today. He is questionable. Every time he's had an injury and even has been questionable, the dude has played through it. So I would consider Jon Runyan to be available for this game. Next on this list is Quay Walker, who also, just like Jair, didn't practice all week, and also like Jair is doubtful. Same thing with Jair. Don't see him playing in this game. It's going to be a second week in a row of De'Vondre Campbell and Isaiah McDuffie, but Isaiah McDuffie has stepped up, so I'm kind of comfortable with him filling in. Obviously, I want Quay out there. He's had a great season so far, but I am comfortable with Isaiah McDuffie filling in. Finally, we have Christian Watson, who is a full participant all week, and he has no designation, so he'll likely be removed off the injury report in the next coming weeks. We need to finally have a Christian Watson breakout game. I feel like I've been saying it week in, week out, and we still have yet to see it. Maybe we do this week. Then to quickly go over the Pittsburgh Steelers injury report, at the top of the list, we see Montravius Adams, ex-Packer. He didn't practice all week with an ankle injury, and he is out. At first, early this week, I thought Montravius Adams was like a depth guy, but I think he's actually their starting nose tackle, which is crazy to think about because, you know, he didn't really do much in Green Bay, and now he's starting on the Steelers defense, which is a good defense. So that's definitely going to hurt their run defense for sure if they're starting nose tackles out of this game in Montravius Adams. And then the biggest one, right after that, hamstring injury for Minkah Fitzpatrick. Didn't practice all week. He is out of this game. That is huge for the Steelers and for the Packers. I think Luke Musgrave could have a big game here, considering Minkah would probably be the one to cover him. But nonetheless, you know, them being without two starters on this defense is definitely big, and that's why I'm still confident the Packers can win this game. Nick Herbig, the rookie linebacker here, was added to the injury report today, limited with a calf injury, but holds no designation. Cam Hayward was a did not participate yesterday, same with Landon Roberts, but was upgraded to limited today. Landon Roberts was upgraded to full. I expect them to at least have a designation. Like when I saw did not participate yesterday, I really thought, oh, maybe these guys aren't going to play as well, which would really hurt the Steelers defense, but they're ready to go. They're playing this game, no injury designation, but the Steelers still do have two starters out of this game. So that does it for the final injury report. Week 10, Packers versus Steelers. Like I said, I'm confident that the Packers can win this football game. Maybe I have a little bit of recency bias from the previous game when we had to go against Brett Rippon, who isn't even on a team anymore, but I am still confident. Let's get a Go Pack Go down in the comments. I'm hyped for this weekend. I'll be also streaming for this game on Sunday, so make sure to come out to the stream, come say hi, and come hang out. And if you do happen to be a new viewer and just found my channel, you'll find everything Green Bay Packers right here on this channel, from injury updates such as this one, game analysis, tape breakdown, live streams, everything Packers. So if you're a Packers fan and you want more Packers news, analysis, and updates every single day, go down and click subscribe. But that about does it for this video. If you could leave a like down below, it supports my channel a ton. But I'll catch you on the next one, and as always, go Pack Go.